How's it going everyone, and welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. And in this video we're going to be ranking all Battlefront 2's hero skins from the worst to the best. This is something that you guys have been requesting for ages, but I've just kept putting it off, so we're finally getting around to it today. Now there is, I believe, 36 hero skins in the game plus base appearances, so I'm obviously not going to do each one individually or we'll be here all day. Like we've always done, we'll rank some skins together like Endor and Hoth skins, so this video isn't a total slog. So we're just going to breeze through these hero skins as quick as we can, and obviously we won't be including base appearances. Now if you guys are enjoying the uploads recently, then be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe with notifications on if you haven't already. And be sure to let me know your favourite skins in the comments below. But now anyway, let's dive straight into these rankings. So kickstarting off this video at the number 27 spot as the worst hero skin in Battlefront 2 is of course Wounded Chewbacca. This was probably the easiest one to put into place. It's Chewie with a bandage. It's a meme and we love it because it's a meme, and I am not going to waste time talking about it. So moving on, at the number 26 spot is the Han Solo Smuggler and Yavin Ceremony skins. Now I decided to rank these two together because realistically they aren't that far apart. Beside Han's small beard and little alterations with the clothing, these two are actually very similar. They're both fine skins. I certainly wouldn't be doing the challenges to get bearded Han locked again though. In my opinion, it's just not worth it. It's just a bit of a dull skin in my opinion, and so is the Yavin Ceremony skin for Han. I was actually kind of disappointed by it. Like, they're fine skins like I said, but they kind of just look a little bit off to me, so I've put both of these fairly low. But now moving on to the number 26 spot is Iden Versio's Commander skin. Now I don't really hate this skin or anything, it's just Iden without a helmet. Nothing we haven't seen a million times before in the campaign. And I actually prefer the helmet look for Iden Versio. This skin for me, it's just a forgettable skin for a forgettable character in my opinion. And moving quickly on to number 25 is Kylo Ren's Scarred skin. Now I mean, this skin's okay. He does look kind of strange without his cape, and you don't notice the scar when you're actually playing with this skin. But I honestly, I can't use it because the Kylo Ren voice actor, when he has no helmet, it's just terrible and it kills it for me completely. But anyway, moving on now to the number 23 spot is Kylo Ren's Unmasked skin. Now the reason I didn't put this skin and Kylo Ren's Scarred skin together is because this one has a cape and I think it's a little bit better for that. But at the same time, it's more of the same. I just can't get over the voice actor for Kylo Ren. He is just terrible. But now quickly moving on to the number 22 spot is Hooded Yoda. I remember when this skin came out, it got a bit of backlash because it looked unfinished, and I personally thought the same, but now I think the skin is fine. Sometimes it can look like a bit of a mod, but the skin is cheap to buy anyway, so that doesn't faze me all that much. But however, I do prefer Yoda's base appearance to his hooded skin. I just like looking at his little green noggin, so why cover it up? So now moving on to the number 21 spot is General Grievous's Battle Damaged skin. Now this skin isn't bad, I think it's just kind of plain. When you're using this skin in game, you really don't notice anything at all. But however, what is there is cool, but it just doesn't stand out enough to justify itself as a skin that you should really buy. You're honestly way better off going with Grievous's other skin, although it is a bit more expensive. But now moving on to the number 20 spot is Finn's Resistance hero skin. So this skin isn't too bad. This is for me when the skins start to get a little bit better. He's got himself a fresh trim and he's rocking his blue pants. Finn was in dire need of a skin and he finally got one last month, and this one is solid enough. It looks really nice and detailed, and I think overall it's just a good skin really. And now onto the number 19 spot is Lando's Administrator skin. So this skin was Lando's base appearance in Battlefront 2015, and it's of course his iconic look from Empire Strikes Back. They retextured it from the last Battlefront game and it looks really good in Battlefront 2. I do equip this every now and then when I use Lando, but he does have better skins. But now moving on, at number 18 is Count Dooku's Darth Ritual skin. Now I do prefer his base appearance to this one, but I do like that this skin is in the game because it's from the Clone Wars TV show and you really can't go wrong there. It's a really nice skin from a great show, but Dooku, again, just like Lando, does have better skins. But now moving on to the number 17 spot is the Endor skins for Han and Leia. Both are very nice skins, and it's cool to see Han with his trench coat from Return of the Jedi and Leia's Endor skin. We'd already seen it before, but it still looks good nevertheless. But I mean, where is Luke's Endor skin? I think that DICE really need to try and complete the Endor trio here. But now quickly moving on to the number 16 spot are the Hoth skins for Han, Luke and Leia. All three are very nice skins, with Luke's possibly being my favourite out of the three. But I just think that all of these Hoth skins are really nicely done. They are very movie accurate, and I have no complaints with these three skins whatsoever. So moving on to the number 15 spot now is Anakin's General Skywalker skin. Now the reason I didn't rank this with Obi-Wan's General skin is because I think Obi-Wan's is significantly better than this one. It's still a really nice skin, but it's always looked a little bit off to me, but at the same time, I've always really liked it. It's a weird one for me to rank. But now moving on at the number 14 spot is Count Dooku's Exquisite Pajamas skin, and I think we can all agree that Dooku in his PJs is definitely exquisite. It's for sure one of the weirder skins in the game, but it does look really nice, and it's really funny to see Dooku running around in his slippers. Like I said, this skin is just weird, but it is so good at the same time, and I think it's one of the best in the game for sure. But now moving on to the number 13 spot is Han, Lando's and Chewie's Solo skins. Now there's like 5 or so skins here, so I bundled these together. Now I do really like them all. I think they all look really good. The faces for Han and Lando are so well done, and that must be credited because that would not have taken a short amount of time to do. But my only gripe with the Solo skins is the Han voice actor. It's not good at all. It really kills it for me, just like it does with Kylo. But in my opinion, the appearances themselves more than make up for the crappy voice acting. But now moving on to number 12 is Rey's Ahch-To skin. Now I remember when this was shown in a promo snippet for this game, and it didn't actually come into the game until like 6 months later. But I'm glad that it finally did. It is a very good skin and was well worth the credits that I paid. I have always liked this skin, but given the newer Rey skins, it has just slid down the rankings a little bit for me. So moving on, just outside the top 10 at number 11 is Obi-Wan and Anakin's Jedi robes. Now I ranked these two together for very obvious reasons. It's literally the same skin, just on two different heroes. Now I do really like these two skins. I do prefer Anakin's base appearance personally, but these two skins for me are they're still very good. And let's be real, you can't go wrong with some Jedi robes at the end of the day. You just can't. So these two skins for me I hold in very high regard. But now moving on into the top 10 is Rey's Jedi Training skin. Now this skin was a pre-order bonus, so when you see this on the Battlefront, you know that it's an OG player and you should probably be a little bit vigilant. This skin is one of the very few flex skins in Battlefront 2, if you can even call it that. But I do really like this skin. It's been one of my favorites since the game launched, and it's just such a different take on a Force user appearance, and I dig it. But now moving on to the number 9 spot now is Obi-Wan's General Kenobi appearance. This for me is easily one of the best skins in the entire game. I think that DICE done a great job with this skin. The armor is really detailed and just looks so damn good. This is the skin that I tend to use most of the time when I use Obi-Wan, and I think honestly it is his best skin. But now quickly moving on to the number 8 spot is Luke's Farm Boy appearance, a long awaited skin, and it was finally added to the game through challenges. Now, although this skin is basic, I really like it because of the change of Luke's face and hair. He's got his Wampa attack scarring removed and the skin just looks cool. This skin was highly anticipated and in my opinion, it didn't really disappoint. But moving on to number 7, and another highly anticipated skin is Luke's Yavin Ceremony skin. Now I think we can all agree that Luke in his yellow jacket is something most people wanted for a very long time. And it's good to say that it does look great in game, but it does make you stick out a little bit, so it's not overly subtle. But from a pure cosmetic standpoint, this is a damn good skin and well worth the credits. But now moving on to the number 6 spot is Kylo Ren's Supreme Leader skin. Finally, we got a hoodless Kylo Ren skin with his helmet on so we don't have to put up with his god-awful voice actor. But anyway, I love the hoodless look with the helmet, and although you can't really see the red lines through the helmet in game, it still does look great when you're up close enough. So this for me is just a great skin, and I'll probably leave it on Kylo Ren for the remainder of Battlefront 2. So now moving on to number 5 is Rey's Jedi skin, which of course came alongside Kylo Ren's Supreme Leader skin. So they're both high on the list and they're the two most recent skins. Now this skin for me, I think it just looks great. It's sort of a blend of Rey's Scavenger and Jedi Training skin. Now the only thing that would have improved this skin for me is if you had the option to have her hood up. I think that would have just made it just a little bit better, so hopefully that's something that DICE are looking at for the future. But now moving on to the number 4 spot is Lando's Skiff skin. Now this is of course Lando's look from the start of Return of the Jedi, and it looks great in game, and I'm really happy that DICE decided to do this skin. The helmet just looks badass, and I use this skin so much when using Lando. It's a skin that I definitely recommend that people pick up, as it is super detailed, and in my opinion it is well worth the credits. But now moving on, and at the number 3 spot is Leia's Boushh skin. You know what, I still can't pronounce it, just give me a break, but this skin is badass and I love it. It completely changes Leia's look and voice, so it's one of the more detailed and altering skins in the entire game. And I mean, I've always held this skin in high regard, and this video is going to be no different. This is easily one of the best hero skins in Battlefront 2. But the runner-up for the best hero skin is Leia's Princess skin. Now I think that most people really like this skin. It changes Leia's appearance pretty drastically and gives her perhaps the most iconic look that Leia has in game. Now I don't like that it was linked to a challenge to unlock, as the challenges do tend to be bugged out, but you know, that doesn't take anything away from the skin. It is a banger, and I'm pretty sure if you don't have it unlocked now, you can't actually get it until DICE decide to do another challenge for it. So who knows, maybe this skin might end up being one of the more rarer ones in the game. But now coming in as the best hero skin in Battlefront 2 at number 1, in my opinion, is General Grievous's Shattered Armor skin. This skin is just so good, and you really can appreciate the detail that's gone into bringing this skin to life in the menus. Just scan over the skin to see the detail, it is insane. But as for in-game, it's cool seeing Grievous's wrecked armor in pieces with, you know, ambers and stuff flying all over the place. This is just a damn good skin, and it's always been one of the top skins for me in Battlefront 2. And I think I gave this skin the runner-up last time I done this video nearly a year ago, but I just couldn't snub this skin again. It is for me a 10 out of 10 and the best hero skin in Battlefront 2. So guys, those were my current hero skin rankings. Sorry if some of it was brief, I didn't want this video to drag out too much, but hopefully I got to the point enough. So be sure to go ahead and let me know down in the comments your favorite hero skins in Battlefront 2. And if you did go on to enjoy this video, then be sure to drop a like, as it does help get these videos out there. And if you are new around here, then absolutely feel free to subscribe to the channel with notifications on. But I'm not going to keep you guys here any longer, so thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you all again next time.